they all came up, and we would come up with new releases, you know, every, our preference was every 4 to 6 months. Sometimes we might have to come up with something in between. And in some cases, we would just tell them no. You know, we didn't think that was worth the effort. So, but even with as much discipline as we tried to impose and trying to restrict the number of releases that we came out with, we continue to have to grow our software group.
Right.
It's, it doesn't, it was that plus maintenance. You know, new applications, maintenance. If we changed equipment, we'd have to do new software, etc. And so we grew from a group of 4 software guys to, I don't know, at some point when I left, I think there were 40 guys or something like that.
I have no idea.
It's one of the things I didn't like about what had happened, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
You know, that I really liked it when we had 4 software guys and 4 hardware guys.
And listen to one customer.
Well, no. I like listening to a lot of customers.
Okay.
But I mean, we did that. We did that whole thing. We got into lots of chains when we still had a very small organization. Okay. And you know, we would sit there. The guys and I would sit there on Saturday mornings. Saturdays was our planning day. We would come in and we spent all day long Saturday going over the week's problems and what we're going to do about them, and reviewing customer requests and what our response is going to be. And after a while, it got kind of old for the guys.
Well, no, I think you're getting into the Datachecker culture here. You know, you're talking. Tell us about the work week. What went on during the week? And
oh, it was a hectic work week.
When did people come in and when did people go home?
I don't know when they went home. I didn't keep track, but it was usually late. And they came in, you know, normal hour, 8 o'clock, something like that.
Okay.
But we basically worked 6 days a week. Pretty much everybody, maybe manufacturing might not have.
Right.
Okay. But everybody in engineering, marketing, myself, etc., worked 6 days a week. Like I said, Saturday was our major strategy and tactics day among myself and the guys that worked for me. Okay. And we would look at all the things we accomplished the previous week, look at all of our software plans, our milestones, etc., talk about what we're going to do the next week. The following Saturday, we review whether we accomplished our goals again. Yeah. So it was very goal-oriented, very milestone-oriented. We spent time talking about how do we stay profitable all the time. And it was just a hard-working culture. And when we went out on the road, well, I'll give you one example of hard-working culture. I remember calling a guy up one time at his office. It was supposed to be his office in the morning. It was 9 o'clock, something like that, Midwest. I called his home. He was still there. I said, "What the hell are you doing at home?" Anyway, you can imagine the rest of the conversation. Okay. And the sales organization was very hard-working, very disciplined. Tom was a very good marketing and sales guy. He had a field sales manager working for him, Michael Callahan, who was a very good manager. I mean, we had our fun too. You know, I was on the road all the time. I was on the road half the time. The guys used me, basically, the sales guys used me to get, to develop the upper management contacts. I became very, I wouldn't say intimate, but on a first-name basis with many of the presidents of chains in the country. And, you know, spent a lot of time selling, basically.
Okay. What was the most fun thing that ever happened at Datachecker? I may ask you.
Winning.
Okay. And then what was the worst thing that happened at Datachecker?
When we lost them. Actually, you know, I mean, obviously we lost some deals. I think, you know, I guess I already alluded to it, that probably the worst thing for me that happened at Datachecker was getting big.
Mm.
Not getting big in the sense of sales and profits.
Yeah, but getting big in terms of
Getting big in
people size
terms
and
of
organization, losing touch.
stuff you had to deal with. I dealt with a lot of the same things when we were small, but it was so much easier to do when you were small, to resolve. I finally got into management problems, personnel problems. All of those things were a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
You know? And if I had to point anything that I really wound up not liking, that was it. Other than that, I probably liked every moment of the time that we were doing the job.